This is my very first bullet journal. I found it this weekend when I was going through some boxes, and I was excited when I found it because it really shows how my planning process has changed, and particularly when it comes to bullet journaling. So this notebook is from 2014. This is me trying a stamp. This is not from this year. I know, yeah, 2014 August. I started this bullet journal at the beginning of my master. I think I found out about the bullet journal method on YouTube, but I didn't. It was one of those situations where you hear about something, it sounds like you could like it or it could work for you, but you don't really take the time to look into how it works. So I never took the time to look into how the bullet journal method is supposed to work. So I adapted the bullets themselves. Here they are, and my grading and things like that. But I don't have anything like a future log or any kinds of collection. This is just pure day-to-day planning. So just one day after the other. And I think I started adding this for my monthlies because I did need some space for future planning. And if I remember correctly, I started using this side column to write down the things I wanted to get done the next day. So for example, if this was a Friday, I would write notes in here for things I wanted to get done on Monday. So this really shows why bullet journaling didn't work for me when I first tried it. I had really no structure on how to go about it other than just throwing in here everything I had to do every single day, but no space for planning my next month or even my next week. Here's September, some journaling. Yeah, I started to be more organized with my future notes, like writing down things I wanted to get done on Tuesday and Wednesday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I would use these little lists for when the day comes, migrate them to the current day. So I guess this is kind of a future log, but there's not much space for that. So there's October. Oh, here are some trackers. That's exciting. I wasn't very consistent with them. Some meal planning. More trackers, not very consistent. Goals. So I guess this was kind of like a weekly planning. And I did finish the semester with this bullet journal. I remember back in college and during grad school, I was a big fan of these Moleskine Cayenne notebooks. I used them mostly for journaling and sketching and just to have with me as a personal space for taking notes and writing down anything that came to my mind. And yeah, I'm excited about finding this one. Clearly, my planning process has changed a lot. This bullet journal is from this year. So now I do take time to do my weeklies so that I can plan my day. Kind of instead of having it like this, have a place where I can do time blocking. And this is what my dailies look like. Actually, comparing it, there isn't much difference. It's just me, my pen, and my notebook. This is covered. This isn't usually here, but I have some personal stuff in here. I guess I'm more organized in the sense that I know that I try to keep my tasks and my meal planning on the right side, and the left side I use it for like planning my daily menu, my meals, my daily briefing. This is the one that I used from July through August. This is what my monthlies look like. So instead of having something like this, I make a monthly that serves my needs, particularly when it comes to the back portion of my monthly, where I have like an index of what I did during the month and my budget planning. In this bullet journal, I changed the style of my weeklies every 2 weeks. There's a full flip through of this bullet journal on my channel if you want to take a look at it. So looking back, I think it is clear that I like to work with as little extra elements in my planning as possible. I do have, for example, in my first bullet journal, some stamps here and there, and in my current bullet journals I do have the occasional sticker or washi tape. I use mostly tip-ins to add extra information, but I try to keep it just pen and paper because I guess that's just the way my mind works when it comes to planning. I do have my sketchbooks, I do have my creative notebooks, and many other notebooks where I just try to be more artistic and creative. But when it comes to my planning, I try to have as little of those things as possible. I guess the way I try to keep things looking nice is having some order in the way I write things down, like using boxes or extra pieces of paper, or in this case having 2 columns, which I went back to this. In my current bullet journal for a while I was having just the 1 column with some space on the side for extra notes, but I missed having my 2 columns. I went back to my 2 columns and I enjoy doing it this way so much more. But yeah, it's exciting to see kind of like my bullet journaling journey. I will do another video where I show you all the bullet journals I have worked with. So this was my first one, and this is the one that I used for the second semester. I went with a smaller size but more pages, and I remember I loved working with this one. So I will do a video where I show you all my little bullet journal experiments until I arrived to a system that truly works for me instead of me working for my system, and that really gives me planning peace. So far I'm happy with my bullet journal. I am looking at different notebooks to decide which notebooks will be my bullet journals for 2022. I'm thinking I will go through 3 notebooks because I want each notebook to last me a quarter. But we'll see. That's another conversation. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to get back to you. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.